Welcome back to a Rumple video. I want to start getting into how to manage your toons. This video will be directed towards Siths, but later on in videos I'm going to get into jedis, rebels, clones, jawas, ewoks, and so show you how to make a successful team. I'm not saying this is the best. We all have different playing styles, but I can give you a recommended way of how to approach things. When you're starting up a toon, it's easiest to get to level 3 on your abilities. Doesn't require any purple mats. Getting to gear 7 gets you protection, so I focused on gear 7. Level 50 gets you to mods, and of course starring up gives you the strength and everything else. I actually focused on starring last. Now if you're focused on getting the pit raid, as my guild does, it requires 6 stars. So you want to focus on 6 star. But there's a roundabout way of how to look at things. I'm going to go in and look at my mods. I'm going to strip my mods from Vader and show you what it looks like vanilla. And then show you the benefit of using the mods I have. I have potency, 2 sets of potencies, and a health. I'd like to get to all potency, or maybe a set, that middle set, convert it to tenacity. Because tenacity blocks him. My tenacity will block that potency. And you can see my tenacity is low. But, you know, one thing at a time. You used to have a whole set of health mods. So those are the easiest to get. As you graduate down the road, you want to get off them health mods. They only last so long, especially on a Sith team. So let's take these off. Now, in the red is what he has now that I removed all the mods. What he would look like at 7 star, gear level 9. You can pause it and look at him. Just scrolling so you can do that. So, his damage over times, his ability blocks. The way to make those stick those better, you've got to have higher potency. I went from 23% to 70, and they do stick better. Also increases critical damage to 181%. 150 is stock for everybody. Now in PvP, 121 speed from a Sith ain't gonna cut it. So I also needed speed. And he comes with a pretty decent amount of defense, 26. So I mean, actually that's high. So I didn't have to concentrate on defense so much. It kind of just brought itself up. You want a good 30% defense in PvP, at least 30%. 20% resistance is good, and he had that already stocked. So Vader was kind of easy to build on. I could just basically use health mods, which is what I did. I just recently graduated him to those 2 set of potencies. But look at the difference. 3,000 more health, 4,000 more protection, 40 more speed, 30 more crit damage, 50% more potency, not much tenacity. He comes with a good amount of tenacity, 300 more damage, and then 3% more on resist, and 3% more on, both with 3% armor. So, but it makes a big difference on these upgrades. So that's Vader. Like I said, he had all health. They're the easiest ones to go for when you get into mods. When you get level 50, what I recommend is, I've got this in my mod video. You can go over there and view that. If you're interested in that, go to my mod video. It talks about how to manage your mods and all of that. I didn't want to get into this in this video. This is just more of how to do your toons. Once again, get yourself to level 50, you get the mods. Gear 7 gets you protection. Star 6 will get you into pits. And up to at least level 3 in your abilities don't require any purple mats. That's how I'd look at all those. And if you want further detail on mods and how to progress through those, I do have a mod video. Go check that out. Okay, now I'm going to move down. I'm not doing Jedi today. Dooku. He's all potency. And reason being is he has a stun. I want that stun to stick. His potency is 106%. Let's strip him down. He's 203 speed. Oh, he's quick. So, see what he looks like when we get him to bare minimum. Okay, in the red is what he would be like at Gear 9, 7 star. He had a high potency of 75%. Defense was his resistance was 14. Defense was 20, which is pretty good. The 7 star did that. As you star up, your defense will increase. I noticed that increased my defense and resistance was the stars. And he was, of course, on health mods. Like I said, health mods come first. Those are easiest to get. These potency mods I've been buying. I cannot access potency mods myself now in the challenge. But look at that. What these mods did. 1,000 more health. 5,000 more protection. 42 more speed. It's crit damage I wasn't worried about. What was that? 30 more potency, which put me over 100%. Tenacity went up 8. Hit went up 200. Armor went up 5%. Resist went up 4%. The correct mods do all that. And that is what mods do for you. Speed. Very quick in PvP. Usually goes first. I wasn't concerned on his damage. I have Maul to do that. You've also got to balance what each tune does. Maul hits everybody, so I definitely wanted his damage up. Dooku counter-reacts a lot and stuns, so I wanted his potency up. And he stuns even on a single hit. So there's Dooku. I recommend this if you're a Sith. It's awesome. And when I get him Zeta, oh my gosh. It's going to be nasty. Alright, on to my next Sith. Yeah. My damage guy. You'll notice I don't have any potencies on him. Like I said, not all Siths want potency. And here's one of them that doesn't. Actually, the only one. I did max him on both of his hits because he is a nasty hitter. He has 1 set of speed, requires 4, and 2 tenacities. I needed his tenacity to be up to block the ability blocks and stuff. He's not the fastest, he's hard to work. That's why he has speed. So on Maul, I recommend speed and a tenacity. Just the opposite, or not opposite, but totally different of Dooku and Vader. They have potencies. Potency ain't gonna do your Maul any good. He's out there banging away and hitting. Look at that damage, 2,400. Now I can get that damage over 2,500, but his resist is low. It's not even 30. His armor. So you look at his resist. I couldn't even get to 15. So I had to sacrifice the hit and speed to get him the 14% resist, and that is what the tenacities did for me. 16 defense right there, and one mod. 16 speed in the other. So you've got to weigh these things around and how you're going to do things. It takes a lot, take your time. 30 speed here, and this is a speed mod. And I have a secondary speed in each one of these speeds with some defense, as you can see. 12 defense, 4 speed. 7 speed, crit down. 4 speed, 12 defense, and offense, and defense is the primary. That's how I worked my Maul. Now let's strip these and show you what it looks like without all that. He's not very strong at all. Maul with no mods, even at 7 star, and he's gear 10, he's crap. Maul, look at that. He needs these mods. 112 speed. It's just gross. Once we got down here at 96, he's under 100. So Maul's stock, 7-star, gear 10, is like that in the red. Health steal keeps Maul alive, and his health steal on his all hit is where you really get that. But look at the armor. 22% armor, 7% resist. I wasn't getting by on that, and I got it to 10, and it still was not enough. The tenacity mods did that. So on Maul, I recommend speed and tenacity, even over the defense. I wasn't able, the defense would get him up on the resistance, but it wasn't getting the tenacity up. I needed resistance and tenacity together. This mod set did that, as you can see. Way big difference. So for Maul to compete, once again, speed. You can put some potency on here. I already tried it. It ain't gonna work. As you can see, look at that. Speed and tenacity. Banging, 2,400 damage. Okay, that's Maul. Now we're gonna move on. Sidious, all potencies. He has damage over time. Healing immunity for 3 turns. He needs the potency, and those things help out. His sadistic glee. I don't lead much with him, so I don't even care about that. He's one of those tunes for me, the way I play, I didn't need that leading ability, so I haven't wasted anything there. That's one thing. Just don't go level everything up. You don't need it, don't waste it. So I've not done anything with that. That's a big thing, one of my pointers. You don't have to level everything. Only level what you need. 203 speed. Now his damage isn't like Maul's. Potency's over 50%. It's kind of hard to work all this because I also had to get, now his armor is higher, 30%, almost 20% resistance. Let's strip him. Alright, once again in the red. Now he's a little faster. He was 161. So all the guys are different on their basic level. That's why he didn't need any speed mod. But he has no potency. 24% armor, way better than Maul. See, 11%. So you start higher. All different tunes have different characteristics. And that's what you've got to figure out. And that's what I'm trying to show you here. So this guy, all potency. 2,000 up on the health, 3,000 up on the protection, 40 up on the speed, no crit dam. I was more concerned about potency. 57% on potency, 3% on tenacity because he had some already. Those are things I'll have to work on down the road. If I can get 2 sets of potencies up, I'll probably get him to a set of tenacity as well. So my overall recommendation would be 2 sets of potencies and a set of tenacity on most of your Sith team. Up 6% on armor. 8% resistance. Like I said, you want to keep the 30% range to make that's especially for PvP. If you do good in PvP on your team, you're going to pretty much do good everywhere else. So that's also how I focus. Get them working in PvP, I'll do good elsewhere. Now Palp is my last one, and he's only a 5-star, so I had to give him the best of the best mods until I can get him to 7-star, which there is an event coming, and I will do that soon. Here's my Palp. I've got him maxed, and maxed. Like I said, he got more attention on the abilities and mods because he's only 5-star. Now I get him to 7-star, oh Lord, I think he's gonna crush. So, his mods. Potency and tenacity. I think that's, like I said earlier, your Sith Team, Vader, Dooku, Sidious, and and Palp would have 2 sets of potencies and a set of tenacity. That's how I would run it. That'd be my successful recommendation. Maul, speed, and tenacity. And I am successful. I'm in top 10 PvP regularly. So I have an understanding of how this works. Now let's strip this. I win first now and then. I got videos of that to show you how to battle. Okay, in the red is his basic 5-star gear 9. So at 9-star, I expect this is going to be a lot stronger. At 7-star, I'm sorry. But no armor. He's getting killed. So I did my best to focus on getting his armor up, and it was hard. So he got all the best mods and potencies and that tenacities. His resistance wasn't terrible, but the armor. When I got him up to 20%, like you see, almost there, he lived longer. Now, his speed, I was able to get him to strike first. I could get him to stun, because he could stun a whole team. So he's, I needed that. 2,000 up on the health, 5,000 up on protection. I went nasty on protection to make up for the armor. 60 up on the speed. That kept me jumping before he was getting blasted. 30 up on crit down, 20 up on potency. Almost on both. Not the biggest damage, he's not a damager. He stuns. 6% on armor, 6% on resistance. And I'll show you how I did all that. So for a 5-star, he is on my PvP team. Can do it 5-star. It takes MK5 and 4. I only have 1 4 now, 2. 30 speed. And I got lucky and it came with a 2% defense and almost 1,000 protection. Like Vader has 1,000 offense on a 30 speed MK5 potency mod. You can go back and look at that. 18 defense, 4 speed. Once again, I had to find those secondary defenses. 9 speed, and he needed some crit dam. Might not give that to him. This is an overall one thing. Very high speed, health, protection, and the tenacity, which is kind of your defense. 11% primary defense. I ran with it. 8 speed, 500 health, and a crit chance I don't really care about. But it was one of the best potency mods I have. It gave me the 8 speed to get him up there, and 11 primary defense. So I wasn't concerned with them secondaries. 11% defense. Now normally I'd run tenacity up here if I could, but he's low on the defense, so I sacrificed that for defense. 5 speed, 320 health, almost 700 protection. Like I said, I would try to get a mod. Not probably all used. The primary, well, it might not be tenacity. There's a primary of tenacity and 14 defense. So I could break this. But I lose my speed, I'm losing protection, I'm losing too much to make that 8% jump. Now my armor went up a hair, but it's not enough. It's not enough to do it like that, so don't break it. In my opinion, that's another thing. A solid set is better. Now Maul does not have a solid set. Well, does he now? I didn't. He used to not. I think he does now. Yeah, he didn't. That circle one was a defense, and the cross was a potency. But it was giving me the best he had. I'll show you an example. It was an MK2 defense. It had 9 speed. So it was keeping him up there. So there's an overall of how to do your Sith team. Don't focus on having to worry about, like I said, on all abilities. Only upgrade what you need. Get to level 50. It gets you the mods. Gear 7 gets you the protection. And that's basically the fundamentals of a successful team in the Sith world. Potency and tenacity, you're going to rule 4 of them. And speed and tenacity will be this one. I hope I covered a lot of information. You can rewind it. But that is a basic way to run the Sith team and be successful with it. Look forward to Jedis. And like I said, I'm going to go over all tunes. But since I'm primary Sith and Jedi, I'm going to start here. But if you're looking forward to other tunes, I'm going to get there. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.